Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited to be here for Pretty Pink Posh, and today we're going to we're going to shake it up again. We're going to be using some brand new items over the Pretty Pink Posh shop. This is part of their latest release, and we're going to be using the Ghost Friends stamp set. Oh my goodness, some cute little images in here. There's also the coordinating die we'll be using, and then we have a brand new die set called Wonky Stitched Rectangles. I can probably already tell that this is going to be one of my favorites because I like to frame, I like to mat. This is a 4-piece set that has stitch detail, and I like that too. And I like the shape of this. This is so unique. And so we're going to be using this to create our shaker card today. And speaking of shaker cards, there's some brand new confetti over at the Pretty Pink Posh shop. This is clay confetti, and I don't know what it is about the clay confetti, but maybe it's just because it reminds me of candy. But we're going to be using the clay confetti to create our shaker. Fun in here. There's candy corns and candies. So cute. This is called the Halloween Party Mix. But there's a lot more clay confetti, and I'm going to show you. We're not going to use them in our card today, but I want to just show you how fun these colors are. So this one here is called Spooky Night, and this one here is called Spooky Fun, and then this last one is called Monster Mash. So fun clay confetti, perfect for making shaker cards. So I just thought I would share that with you because aren't they so fun? We're going to jump in and start by doing a little bit of stamping. The nice thing about coloring in ghosts is there's not too much coloring involved. It's very basic. You just want to basically do some highlighting. So I'm just going to use one ghost today, and I like the ghost that's holding the pumpkin. So I'll take that. Since we're going to be doing our coloring with alcohol markers, I'm going to go ahead and use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. We'll ink up our ghost and stamp that. How cute is it? Just something as simple as a ghost holding a pumpkin that will melt your heart. There is a little hat in here that I thought I'd add to my little ghost. And then there is a little lollipop. We're going to stamp this a couple times. And while we're at it, let's stamp our sentiment too. There's a sentiment in the stamp set that says Spooky Wishes. I'm going to add that, and this way when we die cut, we can die cut everything out at once. Now I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to play a little bit of music while I color, and then when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Now we're just going to go ahead and take the coordinating dies, and we're going to die cut out our cute little ghost and our candy, and when I'm done I'll be right back. Okay, I die cut out all of our images. Now these are good to go for the most part, so we're going to set these aside, and now we're going to build our shaker. I'm going to go ahead and take some purple cardstock. And we're going to open up our Wonky Stitched Rectangles. Now there's you can cut these apart, but before I cut mine apart, I'm just going to die cut out a whole bunch of frames with this because I know I'll use them. So I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. Okay, I went ahead and die cut out my frame. The frame that I cut was the second to the largest in the set. Can see here, and then I put a piece of acetate behind it and then added some foam tape around the borders. So my shaker is just about ready. I also cut down a piece of white cardstock to put behind it. And then now with the fun part, we just get to fill it up with our Halloween party mix. I like that they come in Ziploc bags too. It's nice for storage. I already removed the release paper off of my foam. Now, if you wanted this to really shake good, you could double up on your foam adhesive, but I like just one layer of it. I like a little shake, but not too much. Okay, I think that is good. I love the little candy corns in here. It always amazes me that they can make little candies with these clay pieces. Okay, I filled it up pretty generously, and so again, it's not going to shake too much. Now I'm going to take my scratch paper. I cut it left and right and then just kind of rounded the ends, and then we're just going to tack this down over the back. As I'm putting this on the back, I'm kind of flattening those clay pieces, because sometimes those clay pieces want to stand up. We don't want them to stand up. But isn't that so fun? And what's nice is it shakes a little bit, but not too much. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, we are on our home stretch. Before we put everything together, we're going to do a little bit more die cutting. I'm going to take our ghost die and die cut out a ghost just with black cardstock. I'm going to offset it on my ghost just so it stands out a little bit. So I'll just use the die and cut out that with black cardstock. And then I also have some green cardstock. I want to create a banner, and I'm using the this is such a cute little banner. I'm going to die cut out 2 of these with my green cardstock. This banner is actually from the Halloween envelopes. This is the Halloween envelopes. It has a coordinating die set, but this will cut out all of these sentiments, which is really nice. But I just borrowed that banner from the coordinating die from my Halloween envelopes. I'm going to die cut out 2 of these, and then with the diagonal striped paper, I just went through my paper stash. We are going to take our frames once more, and I'm going to die cut out some diagonal stripe frames. I just think diagonal stripes and Halloween go good together. So when I'm done with this die cutting, I will be right back. Okay, I went ahead and did my die cutting, and as I was die cutting out my banners, they were really light, so I added a little bit of green Distress Oxide ink to them, and then I also die cut out some glitter, some silver glitter, just to add a little bit of sparkle to my Halloween cards. I did 2 of those too. This is my frame. Love the shape of this. And when you keep together your stitched wonky frames and die cut this out, it creates 3 frames. So I know eventually I will separate this, but it's nice to have evenly spaced frames all ready to go. I'll put this in the package. Now that we have our frame, let's grab our card base. My card base today is a standard A2 size card base. It's top folding. We're going to start off by taking our diagonal stripe frame, and we're going to adhere this directly to our card base. So we had that adhered to our card. Now I'm going to take my shaker, we're going to flip it around, and we're going to add some adhesive behind here. This is going to go in the center, filling in that white area. And then we have our elements. We're going to start by offsetting our black little ghost, just so he has a little shadow. I just wanted him to stand out a little bit more. And then I'm going to crisscross our banners here, add some adhesive. I think that looks adorable. Okay, now I did put foam adhesive behind my sentiment. We're going to add this. And we'll add our ghost hat. And then we're going to crisscross our our candy at the very bottom of our ghost here. And we're almost done. I do want to add a little bit of glossy accents to my pumpkin. And I did color in the pumpkin stem with my green Copic marker. I kind of missed that. So we have the glossy accent, and you know what I think we're missing? I think we're missing some googly eyes. So I love this cute little ghost, but just to make him a little cuter, we're going to add some glossy accents to our little ghost eyes, and we're going to add some googly eyes. The googly eyes that I have are adhesive backed, but I think adding that glossy accents is just going to give that a little extra strength so they don't move. So I think that's just what it needed. That finishes off my card today for Pretty Pink Posh. I thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your week.